Friday. It's my Monday. Happy January, almost February in a few days. I haven't really been posting because this last month has just been fully chaotic, fully a rush, and a good rush, but I rushed nonetheless. In the last month, I have dropped the Cloud Puffer coat, which did phenomenal. Pretty much sold out the pre-order, which is really cool. Now I just have to order all the fabric and make those orders, which is going to be a majority of March. I also released a little Valentine's Day drop, which there are still a few things up if you did want to grab it. There's one corset left. So I thought that I would take you through my week. We can get back on track together because I have not been posting very well on Instagram. Actually, let me rephrase that. I have been posting on Instagram. It's just been a little bit chaotic, and I like a little bit more structure in my life than what I currently got. So, yes, it's about to be 10 a.m., which is when I like to start getting sewing and all of that kind of hands-on stuff. I like to get all the admin work out of the way first thing. So, I actually have a pretty clean studio today, so I don't need to take the time to clean up. But I do want to make a reel today about fabric scraps because Instagram, that's why. I'm probably going to be working through next Friday because I was not feeling my greatest earlier this week. I'm excited to be back in the studio and be creating. people like me who wear your hair in a bun all the time or just up, give your hair a rest. Otherwise, you're gonna push back your hairline. That's why we're just letting it all hang out today. It is 6:02, which means I got about 3.5 hours here to meet my daily work schedule hour-ish. I finally have gotten the hang of these pants. They're taking a lot longer than I thought they would, but that's just the nature of the first sample. You're doing a lot of troubleshooting, making things here and there. Like I had to stop and make all these little cloud patterns, and then I also needed to make pockets for the pants because I realized I wanted to do that. So I'm trying not to be hard on myself for working slowly. I tend to stress myself out about the time and how long things take because I'm trying to keep my costs as low as possible. But when you make ethical clothing, shit just takes a lot of time, costs a lot of money because you're paying people fair wages. So I'm trying really hard to not rush myself and just accept that my clothing is going to cost what it is worth. And if people support that, that's great. If people don't, that's fine. That's why we are working on putting out cheaper, easier to make designs just to streamline the process. I have finished the pants. The back sides, I should say. So we've got a nice pocket. I do need to make it longer because I didn't take into account the actual hem itself. And I definitely want my pockets to be able to fit an average phone size. So this is what it's looking like right now. It's not too small, but this is insecure. It could fall out. So we are going to make the pocket longer. Ta-da! Now before I get into the mistakes, I am just loving this fit. I'm really glad I chose to use Ponte knit on this because it's a thick knit, but it like sucks you in a little bit. So it's like kind of legging material almost, but these are so comfy. I mean, I actually really like the feeling of the puff. It feels like thick almost on there. Learned a thing or two about placement of the clouds themselves. I definitely want this one to be closer on the back of the thigh. I want the front ones to maybe have one here. So just shifting them around, but I don't think I need any more clouds. I think these are cute enough. The bell fit, like the bell is just perfect. I feel like it's like the perfect balance. I'm just like hyping myself up here, but I just love the fit of these. Also, don't mind my underwear lines, I'm wearing boxers. So now the bad. Like I said, I need to fix up the placement of the clouds themselves. The back, I'm definitely not gonna do an understitch. I'm also going to make this band for the back longer. So when I was putting this on, it was really hard to get them over my hips. So I need to accommodate for that space in the back. So I need to make the back waistband longer so that it'll be a little bit more scrunchy in the back when they're on, but you'll be able to really seamlessly pull them over your hips. I did do interfacing on the front band because I really wanted like a very flat, seamless look. I didn't want the gathered band all the way around. So, like I said, to make accommodations for the fact that this is pretty much gonna be stiff, I need to make sure that the back is big enough to basically do all the stretching over the hips. I also did interfacing on this to make it nice and flat, really nice and tucks you in. But right here, the interfacing, when I put it on, got all like wrinkly. I don't know if you can see that, but it got really wrinkly here. And then on the inside, I didn't do interfacing. So I should just flip it around and put the non-interfacing side on the outside so that when it does stretch, it doesn't show those wrinkles. But yeah, all in all, I am really, really excited about these. I think they fit wonderfully. Hello, happy Sunday. It's probably not Sunday while you're watching this, or maybe it is a Sunday, which Cool. Happy Sunday to you and me. As you already saw, last night I finished up the pants. Gotta make some corrections on the patterns. I thought more on it last night and I realized I need to retake my measurements and see if my measurements line up with these pants still, because if they do, then that means I need to make these bigger. If they don't, cool. Today, I had a great start to the day. I should probably start taking you guys outside of the studio on my walks with my dogs and all that, but I do have 3 dogs and trying to walk them is not that bad. I can walk them pretty easily, but trying to do something else while walking them, that's asking for trouble. Remembered halfway through the walk that I put on this new cream that I got from my dermatologist that makes you really, really sensitive to sun. And I forgot to reapply my sunscreen this morning. So I quickly came home, did some dishes, tidied up the house. And it is now 12:45, almost on the dot. As I was eating my lunch, I was watching a couple of vlogs, studio artist vlogs, and I had this epiphany that I tend to live in a more negative space in my head, which that in itself isn't groundbreaking. I was reflecting on why I'm not as grateful anymore and like why I can't be happy to come to my studio every day. Why don't I have that same energy that I had for when I first got the studio? And I came to the conclusion that being grateful is easy when you're happy. It's when you're unhappy is when gratitude doesn't come so easily. And that was a really nice moment, aha moment, if you will, for me to realize that, yeah, this shit is hard. Like, dealing with life, dealing with problems that are beyond your control, it's very hard to cope with, especially when you are prone to having issues with control already. I've found myself living in the future a lot, and I was getting really good about living in the present, but living in the future is really easy for me. I love to fantasize. I love to explore the possibilities of what I could possibly want for my future, and I like to obsess over my future. And that is okay to an extent until you get to the point where it's hindering your ability to be in the moment. And being in the moment is really, really important. I think we should all strive to be as present as possible because that helps us cope with life as it happens, as opposed to planning for life to do something different or reminiscing on things that you can't change. It forces action in the moment, and that's something that has really helped me become more successful over the years. The more present I am, the easier it is for me to achieve my goals. And by easier, I mean marginally. It's still hard to chase your dreams and all that jazz. Being grateful isn't easy, and it's not supposed to be easy. It's something that can be easy when things are going well, but it can also be extremely difficult. And so I have made a mental note, a pact with myself, that I am going to start saying my gratitude, I don't want to call it prayers, but I used to practice gratitude a lot. I used to have little mantras in my head that I recite when I felt myself going to those places. And regardless if things change in the future or not, drastically or not, it doesn't matter. I have to live in the moment right here, right now. Sometimes you just feel the negativity creeping back into your life if you've struggled with being a more positive person. I lived in a very negative place for a very large portion of my life, and thinking positively or being positive is not always easy. Okay, so I just logged onto Instagram, and the first thing I see is LaShawnee posted the photo of her in the corset. Oh my god. Damn, she looks really good. Oh, I can't believe this. So I was talking to you guys after I noticed LaShawnee posted, and I just fell into the hole of Instagram fully. And I have it on camera. I don't know, I might keep that in. But I just spent, God, way too long. I just spent literally an hour and a half on Instagram. Yeah, go follow LaShawnee if you want to see pictures of her in the corset that you saw me make earlier in a different vlog, I believe. First thing I'm going to do is figure out these pants and see if they are supposed to fit me or if I have gotten bigger. I believe I'm a size 20. I have to double check to make sure.
am so in love with this. Yeah, I just feel really, really good about this one. So I just love the puffiness too. Like that's my favorite part. I was kind of afraid that the puff wouldn't be showing in the shirt, but it shows great. It's fine. Top, done. Now I'm going to be making an order. I got a mask order for a 5-pack mask order. I also placed an order for more of this cow print fabric because I only have 2 masks left. It is Wednesday, February 3rd. The only reason I know that is because it's my brother's birthday, so happy birthday, Hunter. The Cloud Lounge set is coming out Friday at 5 p.m. So after crunching some numbers about the Cloud set, I realized that they're going to be a little bit more pricey. Because of that, I wanted to make a lounge set that was a little bit more affordable. I use the word affordable very lightly because affordability is very person to person, more affordable in comparison to the Cloud Lounge set. First, I did a poll on Instagram to find out what people were interested in, like what kind of colors they want to see, and lilac and lavender won. I wanted to get the regular lounge set out at the same time as the pre-order for the Cloud Lounge set so that if people can't afford the Cloud Lounge, then they can get the regular lounge set. And so I ran to the city this morning and I had to go to 2 fabric stores. So I ended up getting this nice spandex that will look similarly visually, it just feels different. So this will do for just the sample tomorrow that I have to photograph. The actual lounge set is going to be in the same fabric as the Cloud Lounge. I ordered a back, they call it a brace, but it's really just to straighten out your posture. And I have been having really bad back pains. I wanted to try and remedy that somehow. I also got a little back thing for the chair itself so that when I'm sewing, I also have that support. Then you just go like this. Okay. Whoa. And it kind of feels like I'm wearing a backpack, but it definitely makes me want to pull my shoulders back. I have about 4 hours to make this.